time for the lightning round.
Welcome back. The Queen breaks with royal protocol and gives First Lady Michelle Obama a hug. Do sisters make for happier families? And get ready for the stars to come out in St. Pete for the 4th annual SUNSCREEN Film Festival. And even though Mark Wilson can't be here tonight, we do have a Wilson in the house.
We do. I'm number 1 now. Remember
Mr.
that.
Paul
He's number
Wilson.
2, and then the other guy who likes to do skits would be.
I see. Okay, well, we won't tell Mark that. Okay,
Right.
so
Just
Wilson
between us. Right.
Just
Right.
He could be the
between
best
us.
looking of the three.
Yeah, well, he's got the most talent.
Look at
of
the
all
look at
three.
look at
I
clothes.
know, I love the
Your
look,
brother's
yeah.
never wearing something like that. Trust me.
My checkbook is in there. Take that.
So tell us about this film festival.
The SUNSCREEN Film Festival in its 4th year. Really, this year is exciting because we're at Baywalk, so we've got movie screens, and we, it's last year it's a little nascent little beginnings, but we've got some guy named Patrick Wilson is coming.
What do
You know that is
Yeah.
Michael Rooker, Days of Thunder,
Right.
And Bill Cobb's veteran actor, and so we're casting for a movie. You can only be in this movie potentially if you go to the acting workshop at the festival. So we got all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
There you go. Your very own, like, idol in the making.
Yeah, that's
sort of
right.
out there.
That's right.
Okay, cool. Very cool. So
I
there's a
always
chance
wonder,
for you,
like,
Chip.
yeah, very small chance. Yeah, that when you go to something like a screening or a movie, and you're in the business, do they watch the movies like we watch television? I mean, do they sit there and what's the atmosphere in there like?
Well, with the pros,
Yeah.
well, it's protocol not to get up until the credits are done, because
Right.
then you see your friends.
Oh,
you know?
yes,
So that's
yes.
the one big change, but there's a lot of fun. I mean, they're just like us.
Right.
Yeah, and it's great to have something like that in this area, too. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so now, Paul, we know you're one of 3 brothers, right?
Right.
There's a new study that finds that sisters make for happier, more open families, while brothers have the opposite effect. So, of course, we have to put you on the spot and say, what do you think of that?
I'm the sensitive one anyway. So, I mean, I definitely
We heard
laid
that,
the
yeah.
emotional tempo in the house.
So I don't know, I mean, I have 2 sisters and a brother, and I have to say that my sister, one of them, is the peacemaker in the family.
Really?
Now, how about you? Do you have?
I've got a brother, actually, and we're both really tight. I mean, he's like a best friend to me. We do all kinds of stuff together. Our kids play together. Luckily, he moved down here, so I don't know if I'd want a sister. I mean, I'm not against any sister, but I've had a good time growing up with them, just like you probably did with my.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm an only child, so I'm looking for anything.
You got all the
You've got the cardboard sign.
I'm the only Italian only child in the country. I mean, it doesn't happen too often.
Well, that does not happen very often, actually.
I want attention,
Right.
I'm spoiled. The list is long.
You always wanted to be on TV, so at least you got that.
that's
Okay,
right.
but I got to tell you, sisters, they're the bomb. They are. Okay, the Obamas, you may have seen it, just met the Queen of England for the first time, and now we're hearing there was a little break in royal protocol when the Queen kind of put her arm around the First Lady, and then Michelle Obama gave her a little hug, and what the palace is calling a mutual and spontaneous display of affection. So, what do you think? I don't think we have that on video, by the way. I think it happened after the cameras
It
left.
could have been that.
It could have been the
You know,
fist bump,
which may have been misinterpreted. But no, it's cool. You know, everyone needs a hug.
I like how they have to define hug in the royal palace out like a cool and spontaneous display of affection. Like nobody knew what a hug was until the Queen defined it. Oh, thank you very much.
And what is the definition of going too far? I mean,
Right.
if you hold hands and only if the tips of your fingers are touching, I mean,
Right.
what actually
You're not
is the
supposed
limit?
to touch the Queen's person. So, hey, what's coming up in sports before you go?
Got Raheem Morris wrapping up 3 days of minicamp. See whether he liked it or not.
Okay,
Nice.
and the film festival, wilsonmedia.tv.
SUNSCREENFilmFestival.com.
There you go.
Thanks for my little
Okay,
plug
which you can
there.
find out in both places. And we'll be right back.
Raheem Morris gives us his wrap-up of minicamp next.